verse to tell her that I'm always by her side. I wrote this verse to tell her that I'm always by her side. I wrote this verse to tell her that the world's not perfect, but it's not that bad. If we got each other and that's all we have, I will be your brother and I'll hold your hand. You should know I'll be there.
I'm fully convinced that if you take 2 tablespoons of instant coffee, combine that with 2 more tablespoons of hot water and 2 tablespoons of sugar, a splash of vanilla extract and a pinch of salt, and then froth it together until it becomes one fluffy coffee concoction, add in a little bit of ice and top it with your favorite type of milk before mixing it all together, that you've just learned the best way to make instant coffee.
So I'ma love you every night like it's the last night, like it's the last night. If the world was ending, I'd wanna be next to you. If the party was over and our time on earth was through, I wanna hold you just for a while and die with a smile. If the world was
Welcome to episode 2 of the world's most comforting espresso drinks. Today we're making a tiramisu iced coffee.
उठ के रातों को भी तेरी वफाएं मांगी, पाया है मैंने फिर तुझे। ओ सजदे किए हैं लाखों लाखों दुआएं मांगी, पाया है मैंने फिर तुझे।
Have you ever tried crema de cafe? It's Italian coffee cream and it's insanely good. Today I'm going to show you how to make it with just a plastic bottle. First, grab an espresso shot or coffee from a mocha pot and add a few spoons of powdered sugar. And you need to make sure this coffee is cold or it can split the cream. Then add it to your leftover bottle and half fill the bottle with cream, leaving enough room for the cream to whip.
And then you just gotta shake. I'm not doing this on the internet, hang on.
Once you hear it change from sloshing to slapping, you're good to go. Use your bottle like a piping bag into a cup and finish with some chocolate. Coffee up.
The macchiato is one of the most misunderstood coffee drinks. Most people think that it looks like this, and then coffee nerds will tell you that a real macchiato looks like this. Completely different drinks that are referred to using the same name. But maybe there's an explanation for this and a way for each of these drinks to keep its own title as a macchiato. Let's make both and I'll show you why. For both of the drinks, we're gonna need a shot of espresso. Let's start with the traditional coffee nerd macchiato. Macchiato is an Italian word that means marked or stained, so in the traditional sense, a macchiato is a shot of espresso that has been marked or stained with a little bit of of steamed milk on top. And maybe the reason this version isn't as popular is because it's so espresso heavy. The popular version of the macchiato, though it's a vastly different drink, can still work with the same definition of that word. It's just a twist on the original macchiato in the sense that instead of staining espresso with a little bit of steamed milk, we're staining a lot of steamed milk with a little bit of espresso. So the traditional version would be called an espresso macchiato since the espresso is what is being marked. This would be called a latte macchiato since the milk is what is being marked by the espresso.
When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella. Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay, like a
I started making my own syrups at home, and it's so easy that you could probably do it with just the stuff you have in your kitchen right now. Just add equal parts sugar and water into a saucepan, and then whatever you want your syrup to taste like. Here I'm adding blackberries because I want to make a blackberry espresso tonic. Just let that simmer over the stovetop for about 15 minutes, and I also crushed up the blackberries here to extract a little more flavor. Then pour it through a strainer to separate the syrup from the solids. These clamp lid bottles are a game changer, but you can also just use a mason jar to store it. One of my favorite things to use these syrups for is espresso tonics, especially since it's getting warmer out and this is a great summer drink. We're just gonna add ice, our blackberry syrup, and then fill the cup up with tonic water. Then we pull a shot of espresso and add that in on top very gently to maintain the separation. I'm gonna garnish with a couple of blackberries and then we can try it out. Oh, and don't forget to stir first. That's incredible.
Let me show you the first latte art pattern to learn if you're a beginner. The first thing you need is silky textured milk. I'm doing mine today with the nanofoamer lithium to make sure that it's the right consistency for latte art. So take your shot, swirl your cup so that it mixes the crema and makes it smooth and workable. Then tilt your cup on an angle towards you, and the next stage is setting your canvas. To do this, pour in a thin stream from a few inches away and your milk should fall through the crema, leaving you with a beautiful golden brown canvas on top. Once your cup is half to 3/4 full, it's time to make your art appear. Do this by lowering the tip of your jug to the crema and pour just above the center. Lowering the tip to the crema allows you to place your microfoam on top of the canvas and it slides across, creating our beautiful white art. Increase the speed of your pour and the white will start to wrap around your cup in a circle. If you wriggle your wrist, you'll make a wave. And just before you're full, you want to pull up into a thin stream and pull through to create the heart. Follow Subminimal for more tips and tricks.
Biscuit, honey,